Hello. This is a bit earlier in the day to upload, but I figured you guys wouldn't mind after the last chapter. So what do you think is going to happen here? Only time will tell, I suppose. Thank you to XX Firestar44XX for proofreading this. Chapter 12. Judy Puff. It had been about 3 weeks since it happened, but I still wasn't over it. Not only had I lost my boyfriend, but I had also lost my one true friend in Zootopia. The only animal that I felt really understood me was gone. All because of some stupid otter. Thinking back on it, I should have set boundaries with Waters. The way he was flirting with me and touching me, I should have seen it coming. Nick had refused to talk to me ever since. When I returned home that night, all of his things were gone. His movies, CDs, a blanket he kept here, and the key I gave him was on the counter. I texted him continuously, called him, left voicemails, only to have silence be my constant answer. The only time I would see him was at work, but even then I was forbidden to talk to him. I would try to find him during the lunch hour, but he was always able to avoid me. I requested a new partner. I couldn't stand to see Waters' face. And once I had told Boko what had happened, he was furious. Waters was immediately transferred to a new unit in Zootopia, and I was paired with this female wolf named Savannah. She was okay. She did her work, and she did it well. Nick, as far as I knew, was still with Nathan Paulst. I would often hear stories of how Paul would often leave Nick to defend himself when they were in trouble. Apparently he had a couple close scrapes. He had even been grazed by a bullet. I would see him constantly running around while Paul sat back and did nothing. It infuriated me beyond all reason. I felt so alone now. There was no one in Zootopia that I trusted enough to talk to. Not to mention talking to my parents about Nick, or really anything these days was out of the question. I sighed and sat down at the desk in my apartment, trying to read a case file. It was difficult to focus on work though. I kept thinking about Nick. How to explain things to him. How to apologize. I looked up at the corner of my desk, seeing a sparkle. I reached down and grabbed the necklace Nick gave me. Clutching it, I wished I was clutching him instead. Nick Puff. I felt as though I had been running for hours. Ethan was running beside me, huffing almost as much as I was. We had been chasing the thief for about 30 blocks now, still unable to close the gap. It was a wolf who seemed eerily familiar to me, but we had no idea what he had stolen. Eventually, he curved into an alley. We turned into the same alley and saw the wolf standing in front of a fence, seemingly alone. Freeze! CPD! Drop the bag and put your paws up! I yelled, pulling out my gun. He just smirked at me, putting me on edge instantly. I said, drop the bag and your paws up. Suddenly, 2 large grizzly bears appeared next to him, seemingly materialized from thin air. Oh shit, I heard Nick say. You can have this, right, Wild? Before I knew it, he was gone and there was a bear on top of me. His jaws were stabbed at my face, only held back by my paw pushing against the snout of the bear. The bear's mouth was just inches from my face when I felt 2 of my fingers slip into his gnashing teeth. I heard 2 sickening crunches and pain shot up my arm. Screaming in pain, I kicked the bear in the stomach, stunning him for a moment. I started backing up, trying to get away from the beast while clutching 2 bloody stumps on my left hand. Then I remembered there were 2 of them. Before I knew it, the other one picked me up on my uniform, slamming me against a brick wall. I felt the same pain in my head before I finally blacked out. Judy Puff. I was still reading and setting my case file when I heard my phone ring. Thinking it might be Nick, I frantically could search for the phone. I was disappointed, but confused to see it was Bogo. Today was my day off. Unless it was a dire emergency, there was no reason to call me in. I answered after a few moments. Chief, what's wrong? Judy, I need you at the Sahara Square Hospital. No questions. The line went dead. I started panicking. Why did they need me at the hospital? Did something happen to Savannah? My heart sank. Or did something happen to Nick? I hurriedly put on a light sweater and ran out the door, desperate to see what was wrong. Near our drive there, terrible thoughts were going through my head. What if one of them was seriously injured? Or worse, I shook my head, not allowing myself to go there. After what seemed like hours, I finally arrived at the hospital, sweating and anxious. Bogo had texted me to go to the 4th floor. I hopped up the stairwell as quickly as possible. I exited the stairwell into a waiting room, where an antelope sat at the reception desk. I approached the desk. Excuse me, miss? She looked away from the computer and stared at me. Yes, how may I help you? I'm looking for Chief Bogo. Would you happen to know where he is? I asked. She gave me a sympathetic look. Yes, he told me you'd be coming. Down the hall and to the left. Room 427. I thanked her and bounded down the hall. I turned left and saw Chief Bogo sitting outside the room of the patient in question. Chief Bogo? I managed to squeak. He looked up at me, grimacing. Ah, Judy. He stood up, offering me the seat he had been sitting in. You may want to sit down when I tell you, he said, his voice gruff, withholding a hint of sorrow that I had never heard from him before. His tone of voice did not install my racing heart. Hesitantly, I took the chair he offered me. I could feel my body shaking nervously. He knelt down to my lap before speaking. It's Nick. He's been in an accident. I know you two are no longer together, but you know him best. So I figured you'd be the best for the job. I processed the information carefully, trying not to lose face in response to the news. What kind of accident? And what job? I finally asked. With his clenched fist, his forehead bending with sweat, and his eyes refused to meet mine, it was clear that the ordeal had hit him pretty hard. I could tell it was draining to tell me the full story. Well, he and Paul's were in a chase. From what I could tell, about 30 blocks on foot. When they had the deep corner in the alley, 2 bears came into the picture. My eyes widened. Bears? Oh, sweet cheese and crackers. Paused. Bailed on Nick. And Nick was... well, he was mauled by the bears. He's missing 2 fingers of his left hand, and his tail is broken into 3 places, which would all be fixed if he didn't have retrograde amnesia, he said, choking his words slightly at the last part. My heart stopped. He seems to remember everything up until about a year ago. He doesn't, however, remember you or me or his job. The doctor said it's irreversible, but he needs someone to help him recover his memories. The doctor asked me to be his therapist, to help jog his memory. I figured since you know him so well, you'd be better for the job than I, he continued. I was stunned, trying to take in all the information. Paul's have been fired, in case you wanted to know, Bucko added, spitting Paul's name like it was phantom. The moon went blurry as my ears started ringing. I began feeling lightheaded as I tried to process all that was said to me. What would this mean? He's awake whenever you want to see him. Thanks, Judy. Take as much time as you need with him. This is your time for the time being. I'll be sure to tell your partner the news, Bucko said before I got up and left. I sat in silence, trying to think what Nick must be feeling, Nick must be feeling right now. Then a terrifying thought crossed my mind. What if he never gets his memories back? Nick puffed. Why's my head so fuzzy? And why am I in the hospital? I tried to recall what happened to land me here. Maybe Mr. Big finally got fed up with me in order to hit, but it failed. Or maybe I tried to con the wrong person, I thought. Both were likely, but I felt terrible either way. I rubbed my eyes with my paws. As I did so, it became clear that something was missing. Or rather, 2 things were missing. I looked at my left paw and let out a low scream at the side before me. 2 of my fingers were missing! My thoughts were on hyperdrive as I would comprehend the newfound discovery. When did that happen? Jeez, I must have really gotten in deep, I thought to myself, trying to move my body to a more comfortable position on the bed. I could tell something was off with my tail almost instantly. I felt deformed or broken. I tried as hard as I could to remember what happened, but it only made my head feel worse. I closed my eyes, trying to relax. As I did, I heard the door to my room open. I hope to God it wasn't more dogs asking me questions I didn't know the answer to. If you have more questions, go away, I said groggily, not opening my eyes. Nick? I opened my eyes lazily to see who my visitor was. To my surprise, it was a rabbit. There was something familiar about her face, but it seemed so distant. He wasn't dressed in doctor's outfit either, which struck me as odd. Sorry, sweetheart. Playing room's next door, I told her, a smirk on my face. She shook her head and sat in a chair next to my bed. She looked crestfallen and somber, but I sure as hell didn't know why. She was also uncomfortably close to me. I tried to scoot away. Honey, I don't know who you are, but I think you should be afraid of me. Shouldn't you? Nick, do you know who I am? She asked suddenly, completely disregarding my comment. I gave her a blank stare. Should I? Does the name Judy Hobbs ring a bell? She tried again. Nope, I answered bluntly. She buckled? Nuh-uh. Nick, I know you. I again gave her a blank stare. Yeah, I'm sure you do, honey. But I think a real dog should be taking care of me. Not a bunny, I said as I turned away from her. Your favorite color is green, she said simply. My eyes widened a bit. Lucky guess, I muttered. You always sleep on the right side of the bed, no matter what. You take 2 shots of vanilla in your coffee. You wanted to join the junior race as a child, but couldn't because you were a fox. The others didn't think they could trust you, so they muzzled you, she continued. My eyes were wide open now. I had never told anyone about being a junior ranger. I flipped back over to her face, realizing there were tears in her eyes. What are you, some kind of bunny stalker? How did you know that? I demanded. Because you told me, Nick. On the sky lift. I scoffed. Yeah, because I'm sure I spilled my deepest, darkest secrets to some dumb bunny. Nick, you really don't remember me? She said meekly. Sorry, sweetheart. Try looking for another fox, I replied. She looked at the ground for a moment before looking up with tear-filled eyes. Nick, you were my boyfriend. I looked in confusion before I started laughing. Alright, honey buns. Who put you up to this? What's a finnick? I gasped between fits of laughter. I'm serious, Nick, she said with a hurt tone. Okay, I admit it was good, but you can stop acting now, okay? No way a bunny like you would ever date a fox like me. Her eyes drooped. I had obviously said something wrong. She pulled out her phone and started scrolling through some pictures. She handed me the phone. You see this? She asked. I looked at the picture on the phone. That was me, alright? She was there too. She was holding a giant ice cream dish and I was kissing the top of her head. I sat there a moment, too stunned to speak. How is this possible? If we had really dated, why couldn't I remember it? Nick, you've been in an accident. You work for CBD and you have retrograde amnesia, the bunny explained. CBD? I laughed again. Yeah, like they would let a fox into CBD. I suppose you're a cop too, huh? I smirked. She took the phone out of my hand and pulled out another picture. I looked at it. It was me, holding a coffin and wearing sunglasses, in a police uniform. She was next to me, also in a police uniform. My eyes went as my mind tried to process what I was seeing. What was going on here? Judy puffed. It was heartbreaking seeing Nick like this. All of his sweetness, his kindness, it all seemed to have vanished into thin air. Now, he was the same fox I met on my first day on the job. Mischievous, rude, and dismissive. Even his eyes were different. The usual warm sweetness were now cold and unbearing. Wait, I do remember something, he suddenly shouted, his ear and eyes perked up. We were swinging on a rope or a vine. I told you not to let go. His smile was suddenly replaced by a pout. Almost as if he was a little kid as he turned towards me. Then you did. I giggled a bit, remembering the moment. Well, at least you remember something. That's good, I said, hoping my voice. So let me get this straight. I, Nick Wilde, a fox, not only became a police officer, but also dated a bunny? I nodded. I know this might be difficult to comprehend, but yes, that's all true. My paw instinctively reached for his as I spoke. He drew back, smiling nervously. Whoa there, Fluff. Just because one memory came back doesn't mean all the other ones did. I drew back, somewhat by understanding. We sat in silence. I could tell Nick was thinking hard, trying to recall anything he could. Nick puffed. I tried to focus on the haze in my head, tried to make sense of it all. Those notes seemed to be popping in and out. Judy sitting in my arms on the couch, singing to some kind of secret facility, buying a necklace. Vague things like that were coming through, but they all felt so distant. It was almost like they happened in another lifetime. I looked over at Judy. He was now reading something on her phone. She seemed a bit different. It was nothing she had said, but I felt more connected to her. Hey, Fluff, if you don't mind, I'm going to try to get some rest, I said, wanting some time to trace my thoughts. She looked up at me, almost started I had spoken. As she slipped her phone back into her pocket, I noticed tears had welled up in her eyes. She stood up quickly, clearly trying to hide her face. Oh, okay. I guess I'll be leaving now, she said quietly. She walked towards the door of my room and opened it. She was about to walk out when she suddenly paused. I am, supposed to check up on you every day. So, I'll, see you tomorrow, I guess. Hey, wait, before you go, I have a question. She turned her head towards me slightly, not wanting to show her whole face. Did you say that we were dating, or that we used to? I asked. The question seemed to catch her off guard. She opened her mouth a few times as I responded to close this. It was as if she was searching for an answer, but couldn't find it. I'll let you decide that, was what she said as she left the room. She signaled her leave by closing the door, leaving me to the silence of my room. What did she mean by that? Judy puffed. I asked in the next room on the first of tears. As I walked down the hall, I took my phone out of my pocket and unlocked it. Standing back at me was the album of photos of Nick and I, his warm and friendly green eyes staring into mine in a haunting manner. He seemed like a completely different animal now. All I wanted was the Nick I knew back then. I wanted to be in his arms. I wanted him to tell me everything was going to be okay, that he loved me, would never leave me. But looking at the fox in that room, I saw none of that. The way he recalled when I reached out for his paw, his condescending tone, his eyes seeming lifeless. With the Nick I knew was gone forever. So, how are we feeling out this chapter? New chapter on Sunday.